was removed, and another bounce card that was added.
Welcome back.
We're back.
Welcome to Mythic Gaming TV. This is a round of Pauper. How many of you guys know the rules to Pauper?
Everything.
Laura, what do you remember from the rules for Pauper Commander? What is different about it to Commander?
You have to play a common, or your deck has to be entirely commons except for your commander, which is always uncommon, right?
Yep.
Can you play a common?
You can play a common, I
Oh, you
believe,
can.
but it must be an uncommon creature, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and if you get like planeswalkers, they'll say like they can be your commander.
But not an uncommon. I don't think there are any. I don't think there's any uncommon ones that says you can be a player commander. Anyway,
Uncommon partner or uncommon?
uncommon plane. I don't think there's any uncommon planeswalkers.
Yeah, like I said.
All right,
I'm gonna have to mulligan.
Okay.
you can just draw 7.
Okay.
And we've already rolled, and Dylan here has won the roll.
One sleeve just feels a little weird.
So the other difference between this one is that if you do 16 points of damage with your commander, you also are eliminated. And you start with 30 life instead of 40. Other than that, it's pretty similar to Commander.
Yeah, what I like about Pauper Commander is it's grindy like Commander used to be. If you guys remember in the beginning when I wasn't playing Commander, it felt like it was really creature-based a lot. You had a lot of beatdown, a lot of Voltron. That was why Insurrection used to be good.
Oh.
Now you can buy it for $3. But I remember when that used to be like almost $18, $20.
I don't know.
And then dropped to 11, and then people were like, oh yeah, spells. And they started playing them, and then CDH was a thing, and people were like, it always existed. I don't know. I mean, they were attracting people to, even Commander by, look, you can play one of the Power 9. Look, you can play Soul Ring. Hey, look, Mana Volt, Mana Crypt, you can play that in this format.
All right, you got your hand there over there?
Yep. Just shuffling up
Every
to.
game
Well, you have to
shuffling.
discard down, right?
Nope.
Oh, you don't?
We're doing friendly.
Ooh.
So if your hand's playable, you're good.
Especially
Sure is.
in Pauper. Yeah.
And if you took a free mulligan and just won, you would have probably only have shuffled once and kept that hand. So by the regular rules, it would have been the same.
All right, start us off, Dylan.
All right.
Or should I say DJ Dylan?
I am going to.
You guys can see in the comments, that's where you guys can.
So Dylan,
Register.
who are you playing as you start out your...
Oh, yeah, true. Have we gone through that
you
at
can
all?
do it as you start your turn.
I was so focused on trying to get myself ready for this first turn that I accidentally rolled myself into taking.
As your turn starts, why don't you introduce your commander?
Yeah, so my commander is Araumi of the Dead Tide. If you saw me last week, you saw probably the singular best play that this deck can do, and then watched me squander it by deciding to not block something that I should have blocked, and then proceeded to win the game on. So, and my enemy from that is also here playing that same deck. But basically, I want to throw stuff into my graveyard, throw it into the ocean, throw it overboard, and then my commander will take a copy of it and will take it out of there and make copies of it that's going at everybody. So I want like a lot of ETB stuff, a lot of mill stuff, blah blah blah. I will pass it over to Jeffro, who's got an
It's the
interesting.
Jeffro man. I'll be around town. Y'all be seeing me. However, I'm playing some new stuff today. This is partner Pauper Commanders, Lore Weaver and Lay Weaver. One does crochet and the other one knits. I don't know how to knit, but I can crochet. I've learned to stitch some stuff, and I did some stuff, back in the day, scouts and stuff. But what they seem to do, one is able to pay 7 and I can draw 2 cards. The other one is able to tap and untap 2 lands. Enough said. Just get a lot of mana. I'm going to put out some super fatties and see if anyone can block. What are you playing?
I am playing Gollum from Lord of the Rings, and it allows you to tempt with the ring, and I'm not sure it does anything to deck, but I'm going to give it a try. It has some discard, it has some little creatures that can drain life little by little. Yeah, that's about it.
All right, and Laura?
I'm playing a Naya deck with Woolly Thoctar as the commander. He's a vanilla 5/4, very threatening. He just needs to hit you a couple times. since commander damage goes to 16 in Pauper. And that's what we're going to try to go for.
And as we learned, it can grow really fast.
Yeah, as we learned, 16 comes up pretty quickly when you got +6/+6 in hand to give to your commander. All right, I will start and I will draw. I will.
While you're already thinking,
Speaker? Oh, it's in there.
It's in the back,
Yeah.
yeah. Terramorphic Expanse, and I will tap and sacrifice it to find myself a snow-covered island.
Nope, they
Very
got
good.
snow. No one
Alright.
likes that weather. You done after that?
And yep, I will pass.
that's like the Island of Misfits.
I'm going to draw for turn, and I don't think I like that card, but we're going to put down a Tango Pull Bridge tapped. It's an artifact land, and it's indestructible. Pass turn.
My land destruction technique.
I'll draw a card. I will play a snow-covered swamp.
Another
Since we're
snow-covered.
doing snow-covered theme here, team.
Well, it's an artifact land. You guys
And,
got
and I will include a explorer scope
It's summertime, yo.
as we're checking stuff out and pass.
All right. Draw.
Using your Explore scope. Gonna be
I will.
shivering as cold as that metal is.
I will Cabaret Courtyard, and
Which goes away immediately and
it
you
goes
gain a
away.
life.
Yep, I do gain my life. And I will pass my turn.
I'll shuffle
And what
those.
do you
You can
get?
grab those.
That's a good question. I will be getting a
I
mountain.
do like your
Perfect.
purple and purple.
Thank you. I planned that.
All right. Mr. DJ, you're up.
Oh, a snow-covered mountain.
Nice.
Other way.
Just give him a random card and then continue shuffling afterwards.
I'm okay with that. This has been an awful start to my
New sleeves, they're shuffling.
Yeah.
They tried to bite off more than they can chew, and everybody
see.
thinks they can shuffle their whole 100. You got to break it down in half. I mean, none of y'all's got the hands like that.
Untap, I will play a snow-covered swamp for turn.
That is a complaint I do have about Commander. 100 cards is a lot. 60 is pretty darn good.
I will tap 2 for Demir Signet and pass the turn.
All right, I will untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, that's nice. Let's see, what do we got for 2? I will play an island. What do you do? What do you do? Oh, what do you do? Nope, what do you do?
You tap the 2 for a mana rock.
No. I'm going to pass turn.
All right.
Dang.
I did
I was
force
so
the
excited
deck.
about this hand.
Draw a card. I will play another snow-covered swamp. And I will play Nezumi Informant, which says when it enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. I'm helping Dylan.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
don't like it.
bet.
I don't like it.
So each opponent may discard, well, it chooses to discard any card they want from their hand.
I'll discard Intervene.
Hold on, what's the card that does that?
Nezumi Informant.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's a rat.
I see.
We love rats.
Rogue
Yeah.
rat.
All right, I've got mine to discard.
Kind of like Rogue One, but Rogue Rat.
I'm discarding Intervene.
Intervene.
Counter target spell that targets a creature. Guess I can't do that anymore.
Discard Cultivate.
Okay.
Discarding Windscarred Crag.
All right. I'm done. Thank you. Thank you for playing.
You're peeing the tea?
Yes, I'm passing the turn. Peeing the tea.
Forest. Putting out a Reach Death Touch.
Ratting
hot.
through those
Spider.
hands, you bet.
Oh, it's hot.
That's
my
a
tea.
reach death touch guy or just reach?
Reach Death Touch.
Reach.
All right. Untap.
All right.
Upkeep.
No attacking you.
Oh. I'm going to tap 1 in the Demir Signet for Iceberg Cantrix. Whenever another snow permanent enters the battlefield under your control, you may have target player put the top 2 cards of their library into their graveyard.
Wait. What? Can you repeat what it actually does again?
Whenever another snow permanent enters the battlefield under your control, you may have target player put the top 2
Okay.
cards of their library into their
Under
graveyard.
your control. Got it. I just want to make sure me playing Snowland doesn't hurt me. I'm like, oh no.
And then I'm going to play land for turn, which is Demir Aqueduct, and I'm going to return the swamp to my hand.
Is that snow cover swamp?
Yep.
That is important.
And then I will pass the turn.
All right. I will
How big is your guy, by the way?
draw for
He's a
turn
0/4.
0/4. Yikes.
Yeah, I think I'm going to use.
It's an iceberg, though. As long as you
He's
don't
0/4.
as long as you don't have a boat,
0/4.
you'll be fine.
Okay.
I don't like this one either. I'm going to play a Thornwood Falls. It's going to come to play and give me 1 life.
Nice.
Pass turn.
You are taking your time there.
Yeah, this hand was just full of lands, and I thought about the cultivate and getting +1.
I will play a snow-covered swamp.
Crab people, crab people.
I will attach this scope to this rat.
And that's able to get you a land into play?
Potentially, yes, yes.
Okay.
Into play tapped. You have no blockers, correct?
Yeah, I
I
block in
will
the face.
swing for 1 at you.
I'll go
You have
back to
no
30.
blockers. I will top card. Let's see if you may. Let's see. Attacks may look at the top card. If it's a land card, you may put it on the battlefield tapped. It is not a land card. I'm very sad. Okay, and then I will play this Vermin Gorger. Vermin Gorger says tap, sacrifice a creature. Each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life.
Wow.
It's not that exciting.
That is pretty good.
And then I will pass the turn.
What does your commander say?
My commander, by the way, Gollum, has 2 abilities. One is whenever it leaves the battlefield, the ring tempts you. And the second ability is for 1 black, sacrifice, if it's in the graveyard, sacrifice a creature, return Gollum from your graveyard to your hand. And only
that's
activates a
Gollum.
sorcery. And it's a 3/1.
Alright.
You're next you're asking what tempting the ring does, aren't you?
Oh, no. We have all the rules for that.
Right here.
I remembered. Oh, you put it on the phone?
Yeah.
All right, hopefully you blocked all your notifications.
Oh, well.
Be summoning the woolly Thoctar.
Oh my gosh!
He's big.
It's huge!
He's ready. Well, he's not ready yet, but he will be ready.
He's getting ready.
He's getting
He's
ready.
preparing.
P my T.
All right. I will untap, upkeep, draw. I will play an Evolving Wilds, tap, sack it to get a snow-covered island. And when that comes into play, I'm going to mill 2 cards, but other than that, I'm going to pass the turn.
So I mill 2?
No, I am going to mill 2.
Oh, I was like,
Oh,
what?
you personally.
I was
Yes.
like, whoa.
So first you get your land,
Yep,
put
and
it in
then
play
I
tapped,
shuffle.
then shuffle, and then you're gonna mill 2, and then you're passing your turn. Okay. So he's got shuffle still. So go ahead and go.
I promise I'll do it better this time.
I'll untap, draw after my upkeep.
I mean, what's the likelihood that's gonna matter what's in this graveyard right now?
I'm going to play a Broker's Hideout, gain that 1 life
That
back.
comes in, that goes in the graveyard now.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
And I will use it because it sacrifices itself after gaining 1 life, and I'll search for a forest that will come to play tapped.
Correct.
And then I'll end my turn.
Wow. You're gonna just come out of nowhere, aren't you?
No.
I think you
I
are.
took the slow hand because I won't get this many lands later. Well, I was wrong. I drew
All
this
right. For the record, I milled a Floating Dream Zubra and a Muldrifter.
Ooh, Muldrifter's pretty good. All right, I gotta think about how this makes the most sense.
Would you like to cut?
Nope.
All right.
Right.
I offered.
So
That
you've
no more
got
rats.
a creature that's super scary.
I do.
Do I ignore it and go? I ignore and go with my plan. That seems like the right thing to do.
All right. I'll get ready to lose
I'm
life.
going to cast my commander.
What does the commander do again?
It is a 3/1, and that I get to tempt when it goes away from the battlefield. I'm going to sack it with this, and then so I'll tempt this and put the ring on him.
I
love
don't
that
understand what
token.
your commander does again. You're using the
when,
ability. I don't
when
understand.
Gollum leaves the battlefield, I get tempted. The ring tempts me. That's it. That's all it does. Now it goes to the graveyard.
Hold on. Go back. So it has another ability on there, right?
No, that's it.
It has a.
The second ability is what I'm going to read next.
Okay, but tell me what that says before it resolves.
Well, I'm using this ability to do
I
that.
wouldn't go that far. I needed priority.
All right. Sacrifice a creature, return Gollum from your graveyard to your hand, activate only as a sorcery. 1 black.
Memory lapse.
So I'm using this ability to tap it.
It wasn't in play. It was on the stack.
Well, so I can't use this ability.
That's correct.
So before this resolves, you're going to put it back in my hand?
No.
I'm gonna,
Memory lapse counters the spell. If the spell is countered this way, put it on top of its owner's library instead
I'll do that. That sounds fine.
of putting it in their graveyard.
That sounds fine. All right.
I need to know the whole card.
I see. So that means I'm hitting you for 3. No, wait. Let me think. Yeah, I hit you for 3. And look, Explorer Scope will show me this card. Look, it's not land. Right back there.
I deserve this.
I'm glad you checked still, though.
So let's see here. What's out there that's scary? You've got mana. You've got that big creature, but you can go wherever you want. Let's go ahead and feed the swarm on your rock. I'll lose 2 life and destroy it.
Oh.
On the
Your mana rock.
Oh,
Okay.
destroy the artifact?
Yeah.
Read that card again.
A destroy creature or enchantment. Oh, I can't do that.
Okay, there we go.
You're right. All right. So in that case, I'll destroy this creature.
There it is.
I'll lose 3 life.
RTFC.
1, 2,
Now you know
3.
how he feels about you. He's trying to cripple you.
All right, I'll say go.
All right. I'll remember that.
You should.
He swung at all of us. He just
That's
fake shot
true.
at Dylan.
That's true. Shoot.
Now we know who the archenemy is.
Fake shot.
Fake
it was
shot?
a warning shot.
Warning shot.
Forest. I'll bring out a Zertod Druid.
Nice. It taps for mana, right?
Yep. Whenever I tap it for mana, everybody takes 1 point of damage.
Nice.
That's really good. You get something and everybody else loses something. Kind of like benefits.
Seems like a solid
Very
play.
true.
But see, that mana brings the commander back also, so it's almost like getting you back. And we're the collateral damage.
I'm fine with that.
Now I
Hey,
will
can you pass me that drink over there? By lemonade? Yeah.
bring out a Sunspear Shikari. So
Ooh.
when it's equipped, it has first strike and lifelink.
That's also scary.
Also, yeah, very scary. Go ahead.
No.
all right.
I knew they were scary.
Untap, upkeep,
And
draw.
this is your deck after all.
Yeah. It's the positioning. I thought you were going to be able to attack.
I'm going to play a snow-covered swamp for turn. I'm going to mill 2 cards. That is Scare Tiller and another snow-covered swamp.
But you have plenty of things to now get rid of out of your graveyard to make things
So you
come
have
back.
2 creatures?
Yeah.
Or 3
I-
creatures?
3.
3.
3
3
creatures.
creatures, okay.
Yeah.
You're playing the long game, aren't you? Not attacking at all.
He got rid of my
You could have
Thoctar
retaliated like he did to me.
with my 1/2.
Would you rather keep as a defender just in case
That's
things
true.
go sideways?
So,
Oh, what
with your
is going to
super
th-
threatening defender over there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only person. They popped your commander and
that's
you didn't
true.
attack them back.
I should've.
And everyone else is not showing offense on the board, you know?
And then you drop a haste creature and hit someone for 15.
What haste creature do you know of that's incentive?
Just saying.
I think you're trying to trick me, Jeff.
No,
That's what I feel like,
everyone
too.
thinks that when I speak that I'm always trying to trick them, and then I go to that I told you so. If you know who I'm talking about, all 6 of you at Moxmania, at what was the other one? Flip Table, that one guy. Nope,
Flip
2
Table, that
people,
one
because it was
guy.
that one guy and that one girl, and it was those 2 guys
pass.
that we played with
Oh
over at Misty
no!
Mountain.
You're passing with all that mana open.
I'm gonna untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, that's nice. Let's go for Island. And look, I got it from the wood. It's like a map. I wanted to get both of them, but I couldn't get the other one proxied. Every time I try to get
So,
the other one, you can only print one of the other.
You're close to being able to have 7 mana.
No, this is just 5. I just put
Yeah,
down
yeah,
my
yeah.
5th
Commander,
mana.
you have close to 7 mana.
Oh, if I could.
Maybe
but-
8 mana next turn.
Yeah, we're trying here. Let's go for 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna put down.
Jeffro's casting stuff.
Oh, that's not that one.
I know.
We're going to put down Fertile Ground. Whenever this enchanted land is tapped for mana, it adds an additional mana of any color.
Yep, that works well with your commander.
Pass turn.
All right. It taps for any color. Is that what you said?
Yes.
I will
tap
play a
it
land,
and produce.
a swamp, not a snow-covered swamp. I'll attempt to cast my commander. I'm tempting to cast my commander.
How much untapped lands do you have?
I have 3 untapped lands.
And how many cards are in your hand?
I have 2 cards in my hand. I'm passing priority to you.
Passing.
Okay. Pass. To
Pass.
you. It resolves.
Yes, it resolves.
Great. I'll attempt to sacrifice it.
No response.
So it will die. I will tempt the ring. You each lose 2 life. I will gain 2. 2. With the ring, I'll put the ring on here. Now this ring says, your ring bearer is legendary, and it can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Which you don't care about.
I don't even know what power is on my creatures.
I hear you.
The power!
I will then.
I did that with my Godzilla deck, and it was a play on words, and I called it high power. I was outclassed every time, so I put in a whole bunch of mana ramp, took out all of my mana dorks, and I had the best late game ever.
I'll swing this guy at you
How much?
for 1. And
right.
I will then scope. Oh, look, it is not a land. You know, this
Yes.
scope kind of blows.
Yes. I
scope
like
doesn't
that you're
actually
not
do
able to
anything.
block if you don't cast this creature.
I will attempt to cast Yang Ti Fangblade, which has Death Touch, is 2/2. Whenever Yang Ti Fangblade deals combat damage to a player, venture into the dungeon.
Oh my gosh. And that's any dungeon.
Yes.
I'm sure Dylan's letting you have that, right? If it connects with the player, you get a dungeon out. Oh, and I left
Yeah.
my dungeons over there. Yeah, pass priority.
that's fine.
It's resolved.
All right. I'm good and happy. I'll pass.
All right.
That is probably the only Death Touch creature that I don't think that you're trading. I think if I attack with a 5/5, you're taking it.
Or am I going to ring bearer it up and don't care?
How does the ring bearer do the thing?
So if I get tempted, I can move the ring to a different creature.
And who's it on right now?
It's on this guy. Don't you see the big ring there?
Okay, I get it now.
I do
I
love
get
that
it now.
token.
I get it.
I'm tapping the Zuratah Druid for mana, so everybody takes 1.
We each take 1 damage.
And Big Boy's coming back.
Sounds like a good thing.
It's like a delayed reaction.
Jeffro, no blockers.
No blockers on Jeffro.
This is for you, the 2/2. And Dylan.
You're not going to attack that person with the 2/2 that if it connects with you, they get to... What?
I won't attack. She's got a 5/4. I'm not going to attack her.
Yeah, but you destroyed it last time.
Yeah.
You could destroy it again and attack her.
No, not
I
going to do that.
I will swing the Recluse at you.
Okay. So I will not block the Recluse.
Okay.
I'll take the
Take
1.
your-
Oh,
take
wait,
your
wait,
one.
actually, you have to declare blockers before.
I'm skipping going straight to
All
damage.
right, great. Damage. I'll take 1,
How much did I take?
2.
And did you all take your one
I
from
think
the
we all
ship?
took the 1
Okay.
from that
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
He might see.
At your end step, I'm going to tap 3 and cast You Find the Villain's Lair. I'm going to draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards.
Nice.
Feel the heat.
It's getting there. Your commander doesn't have haste, right? It's a tap ability. Your commander's ability.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
We get a turn of warning at least with it. Well, what card am I drawing again? I already saw this. I'm getting this crappy card. All right.
Well, now we know the top card is a crappy card.
Well, you knew it wasn't a land. All the decks in this card, all the cards in this deck are crappy cards. Every last one of them. Do we have dungeons over there? You know, one of those boxes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we have these smaller ones.
Nice,
that
nice.
Chat won't be able to see that well.
That's fine.
Um,
Thank you.
Hey, Leon.
There we go. I'm going to discard these. Why do I keep doing this?
Leon, grab my bag.
Snow-covered island and muddle the mixture.
Ooh, we're getting ready to muddle the mixture.
The red one. Can you grab my
All right.
red backpack?
And then I will
The red
untap,
backpack?
upkeep, draw. I will play
So where's the
an
blue right
ice
now?
tunnel for
The
turn.
top one.
Yeah, it's on.
And
it's
mill
on one.
2,
Okay.
milling a snow-covered
It gets
island
everything.
and another snow-covered
Oh, it
island.
does.
Cumulative.
Um,
Thank you.
then I will tap 1, 2 for deranged assistant. It's a 1/1 human wizard. I can tap it and mill a card to add 1 colorless mana to my mana pool.
That's reasonable.
These are better.
I understand.
And I will pass the turn.
untap, upkeep, draw. I will play a forest. Given this, guess I should do that.
So you'll have like 18 lands next turn.
I wish. We're going to tap the Tangled Pole
4.
Bridge, I guess? No. I think it only does 2, but I think it should do more.
I think you should overly enchant it and we can destroy it.
Yeah, I'll do that. How about that? I'll get right on that. I'm going to use 2. Use the Landover Scout as my first creature per turn.
What's it do?
Golly gosh. I can tap it, and I can put a land from my hand into the battlefield.
Nice. How big is it?
It is a 1/3 for 2
1/3.
casting cost Elf Scout.
1/3. Okay.
In addition to that, yeah, I think that one's 1 goes 3. Yeah. We're going to use the 2 from the Fertile Ground.
Fertile Ground produces 1 extra color of any color?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll produce white and additional. And I'm going to put the New Horizons on this island.
Interesting.
Cool.
Now what does that do?
This one is going to enchant this land. When it enters the battlefield, put a plus counter on a creature I control. And the enchanted land has tap and add 2 mana of any 1 color.
So that can be tapped for 2 mana.
Yes, this land can be tapped for 2 mana.
And that's a 2/2.
This creature now is a 2/4.
2/4. Got it.
I will pass turn.
All right. So let's see here. All right. So we got this stuff, and you're not tapped out. And how many cards you got in your hand?
I have 2.
2. Well, I knew what this was. Okay, I'll play this land. I will use this ability to sacrifice this creature to put this in my hand.
Is that Gollum?
Gollum in my hand. I'll attempt to cast Gollum. The result?
Fine by me.
Yep.
Pass priority.
All right. I will eat Gollum. So you will each take 2. I'll gain 2. The ring will go on this guy. And the ring now has the additional ability, whenever the ring bearer attacks, draw a card and discard a card.
Is that creature past Summoning Sickness?
No, because it was out last turn.
So it is past
Yes.
Summoning Sickness?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will choose to put this, let me think, in my command zone this time.
Interesting.
Oh, let's see here. And let's see, blockers wise, let's see who's got blockers that is of interest here. You have, wait, how big
I
are
have
you
a
guys?
1/1 and a 0/4.
0/4. So the only person I can attack cleanly is you.
Oh, see, I told you about this last
That's
turn.
terrible.
That's true.
Because I told you. They destroyed your commander and zapped you and then zapped me.
But then I get hit back by it. That seems ridiculous. Well, how big is your other guy? The-
I have a 1/1 and a 0/4.
Oh, that's fine. I can do that. That works too. I'll attack you with I'll play a Sporoscope, and a Sporoscope will attack you.
If that connects with Dylan, what does it do?
Then I will venture into a dungeon, but otherwise it's 2/2 Death Touch, and
Which could be any one of these 3.
I will look at the top card right now. I will not venture in a dungeon because my life sucks. I mean, I will not get the free land.
They're not going to choose this.
All right.
I'll take 2.
Okay. I will do Tomb of Annihilation, and each player loses a life. Come on. Oh, whatever. I'll get there eventually. All right.
I
I'd
got
like
it.
specific fingers, not my sausage fingers.
Oh, and also when it attacks, I
think
draw
if
and
you
discard a card.
slide
And
at
draw
all, it messes up the
and discard a
push of the
card.
button.
And then I will play Death Greeter. Whenever another creature is put into a graveyard from play, you may gain 1 life.
Oh, all that gain life. Are these commons?
Indeed. And you don't even care.
From play, it says.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because that'd be terrible if it wasn't from play for you.
Yeah.
Move the
might
scope
have had
over
something
here.
to say about
And say
that.
go.
Okay. So your Death Toucher is tapped now, is it?
It is. I plan to take a lot of damage, very
Okay.
probably.
All right. I mean, you probably will. Who knows?
And I know that.
All right. We're going to start out with combat,
Yeah.
and I will be swinging right at you.
Yeah.
It's just a 1/1 right now.
It's just a
right?
1/1.
We'll leave my recluse back. Wait. Yeah, I will. 5/4 and 2/2.
So that's 7 damage showing, and then I think 7. Yeah, I'll declare no blocks at all.
Okay.
They're going to be
7?
getting auto
Yep.
life.
Resolved.
All right. 5, 6, 7. 5 from your commander.
Should let them so check and see it.
I'm sorry.
No, not you.
Oh. 1, 2. I'm gonna be tapping the Zertod Druid again. Everybody take 1.
Take 1.
And I'll bring out an Obelisk and a White Main Lion. And I'll pass.
What does the obelisk do?
So White Mind Land requires you to bounce something, right?
Isn't that a flash creature?
Oh, that's true.
You can hold that.
Oops.
You
Just
usually use that to
kidding.
save your creature from
Just
dying.
kidding. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna explore instead.
That
I
sounds
will
fair.
not play an additional land, but I will draw a card.
You might play an additional land if you drew one.
That's true. I will not play an additional
Very
land.
good.
Go ahead.
The
All right.
lion is used when they're destroying
Untap,
something. They're just like
upkeep,
bouncing.
draw.
to the ground.
Oh, I see.
Or if you got a trick that you want to do it with.
It's usually for that.
I understand. I mean, example, you can evoke.
It's that deck though. It's designed to bounce the creature that's.
I'm going to
died.
play a snow-covered swamp for turn and mill 2, milling Fleshbag Marauder
Whoa!
and Teardrop Kami.
I have a feeling we're getting fleshbag.
Fleshbag Marauder is bad for you.
What do you mean?
You only one creature out.
Yeah, but I mean like y'all have important creatures.
Not really.
You have 3 creatures, right?
I have one that I don't care about.
Okay. And if they touch you again, Dylan, they get to move deeper in the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next step on that dungeon?
It's either each player loses 2 life unless they discard a card, or Oblet, discard a card and sacrifice an artifact, a creature, and a land, or that's it, those 2 choices. It seems like Oblet would be a bad idea for me. Or would it?
Now this is another time. I'm gonna tell you.
I'm gonna-
Next turn, I'm gonna say I told you so because you didn't listen to me. I have a feeling you're gonna do something. You ain't gonna do something about what I'm telling you about.
You know,
Try to help
actually,
you
I-
figure
I-
out
I
nine.
think what happens is Jeffro just complains about everything, and something's got to stick.
I'm going to tap
It happened
2
last
lands
game.
and the Deranged Assistant to mill an Everflowing Chalice and add a colorless to cast Araumi of the Dead Tide.
All right.
Can I see your graveyard, please?
Scary.
Want to see what creatures we have to be worried about right now. How many cards in your hand?
3.
Okay. So Teardrop's okay.
Keep an eye on
Fleshbag. Fleshbag is an issue. Fleshbag is an issue. Muldrifter is just good for you. So you got Fleshbag, a Muldrifter, and whatever's in your hand. All right.
Do, 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 do.
Then I'm going to tap 3 for Crow of Dark Tidings. It's a 2/1 zombie bird with flying. When Crow of Dark Tidings enters the battlefield or dies, mill 2 cards.
Oh no.
I will mill Vengeful Dead and a Snow-Covered Island.
What does Vengeful Dead do?
Whenever Vengeful Dead or another zombie is put into a graveyard from play, each opponent loses 1 life.
Okay. Okay.
And then with all that said and done, I will pass the turn.
All right. I will go to untap, upkeep, draw a card.
Drop a card.
I keep doing that. Did it last
Try
game
that
too.
keep.
I think that one's cool. Exile cards from your graveyard equal to the number of opponents you have.
3.
Oh my, we're about to get handled.
Well, it depends what's in his hand.
No, we're about to get handled. Both of y'all just snapping on us.
Depends what's in his hand.
Yeah. I like playing beatdown in this position that I'm playing. I'm already not liking this. I'm like, I can't swing to do anything about any of this. Crap. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't like it. Yeah, this is awful.
think you're doing fine.
We've already lost. I think I can put out and block.
Apparently, Jeff was saying we should all attack Dylan.
No. I'm saying the two of you guys are a problem and I can only handle one of you.
Which two?
Ozzy and Dylan.
He's
disrespecting
dissing
you.
Am I gonna?
No, my
I
God.
think you got to prove to him that you are a threat.
They're playing a deck that I like, but the problem is that they can only swing, so they're dangerous on their turn. The two of you, doesn't matter if it's your turn, we're gonna die if we can't catch up, because we are losing.
Just dissing. Wow. She only has the highest life. Whatever.
Oh, that means a lot, huh?
They might.
Gosh. And if you touch. Crap. What is that thing?
Which one?
The Death Toucher, that's right.
Yeah.
And you can exile it from everybody. That's awful.
It's a lot of words for, I'm not sure why. What is that?
I'm going to put down that on Dylan's commander, regrettably.
What does it do to it?
It's going to tap the creature. Dylan, would you like to read it?
Enchant creature. When fall from favor enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature and you become the monarch. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step unless that player is the monarch. How much mana do you have up?
Available left?
Yeah, available.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's 5 more left.
And
And I haven't used that yet.
Okay.
You were talking about things targeting, so I figured there's a counter battle ensues.
Oh, there's so much math going on. 4 divided by 7.
That flesh bag is
Going
going to
to-
sack a creature too. Sacrifice a creature.
Tap these 3 and
for four mana?
exile
Oh.
5 cards from my graveyard.
Oh my.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. What do you cast?
Just in case. Actually, well, I'd only need to do. You have 5 mana available, right?
5 mana showing. And then does that have any?
Great. We'll do 6 just to be a little extra safe. Logic not counter target spell unless its controller plays X, which is 6 total.
6 total?
6 is
Yeah.
the minimum you need to do.
So if I put a land to play, I can pay the 6, right?
Only if you can flash a land into play.
Yeah.
Yes, I can. Is that sure? Are you sure you want to do
That allows
6?
you to flash land or allows you to play
It
a
says
land?
you may put a land from your hand into the battlefield.
But it's not flashing.
What do you mean flash?
You may play a land when you can play lands, right? You can't do it in response to the stack.
So you're saying I can't use this ability in response to what he's casting?
I don't believe you can.
Why don't you look up that ruling? Because I'm going to say it can.
Let's make it easy and
Take an asterisk and make it 7.
yes, we'll take an asterisk and make it 7.
All right, you got it, kid. And then
Okay.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, and then we'll stack both of those. Yeah. All right. Pass turn.
So you're attempting to cast that.
Yeah, but you're not going to counter.
I pass priority to Dylan.
Yeah, Dylan's going to... Look, I made him do it. I specifically made him counter a spell so that could work. He's going to bring the creature back and make us sack all of them.
And draw a card. Oh, look at that.
Would I do that? Do I look like I would?
Well, don't grab your flesh bag and I'll trust you.
All right. So Dylan, how many cards you got in your hand?
1 now.
1. And you have 2.
Yeah.
All right. So for 4 mana, I will play my commander. Attempt to play my commander.
You're passing priority? Pass priority.
All right. It resolves. All right. So then we should eat it. Eat it. So you each take 2. I'll gain 2. 1, 2.
You're starting to get lower than him.
And then this will go up to 3, and I can choose where the ring bearer goes to. And I will keep it on this guy. This guy seems happy to keep the
I
ring
put it
bearer.
on the fastest running back. You always give it to
Wait,
that player.
if I do that, I gotta worry about that. Let's put the ring bearer over here, so I can block that silly thing with this if I have to. Ring
They're
bearer
just
over
saying
here.
that. They're not going
I
to do
don't
it.
like that idea.
That seems safer. Then, so the ring bearer now, whenever a ring bearer becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller sacrifices at the end of turn. In addition to draw a card, discard a card. In addition to, it can only be blocked by creatures. It can't be blocked by creatures with greater power than this. So this can only be by creatures with 1 power or less. How many 1 power or
This
less
is a
creatures do you
really
have?
strange mechanic.
It's very
Feels
specific.
way too complex.
How many 1 power creatures or less do you have?
0.
0. All right. And you have a 0 wall, guy. So I know that, and I know you have that. So this will attack you. So
You being Jeffro?
I will block with my face.
all right. So on attack, first thing that happens is I draw and discard a card. Draw. Wait.
what?
These both things happen
From the ring.
From the ring and this.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I would have drawn first and discard cards. That's what I said. And
So you're gonna loot
and then
then
this
explore.
and this top card, explore. And that's not what I wanted. Oh well.
Should have chose the other way.
I should chose the other way.
I know, right?
It turns out, you know.
You tried like 3 times in a row, and the third one was the
Then,
charm.
then you'll take the 1 point of damage.
All right, ping.
I will then
Goodbye, cruel world.
play
You're still
a
in this,
land.
No, we died. These 2 decks have pulled it off.
I will do
They're
this
fighting over who
to
kills us.
sack this guy, to put the ring bearer back in my hand, to put the Gollum back in my hand.
Who starts
I'll
the ring?
play Gollum.
He's back.
I'll say go.
I really hope Dylan can untap and do something.
I'm not doing much.
Oh yeah, you're positioning yourself to win on your next turn.
I am not positioning myself to win in the
Yeah.
next turn.
We're dead. If Dylan does that same thing again and doesn't use his commander, we're in trouble.
My deck dirtles.
Yeah, and you're about to like learn how hard you have to dirtle after sacrificing all of your creatures.
I don't
I
know.
will cast.
Well, you only have 3. Dylan's gonna make you sack 2. Then he's gonna hit you with the 3rd one.
Fierce Empath, and I'll
Nice.
search for
Nice.
a creature card with converted mana cost 6 or more. Is there
Juicy.
juicy?
Get that creature that's able to not only able to, what is it called, land cycle. So you want to get like the one that says forest cycling probably, because you look shy on green over there. You can get the plane cycler too.
Or just get a
Whichever
good, or just get a good creature.
So what you're supposed to do is get that land cycler because you're going to try to.
But she already has 6 mana sources.
That's the way the deck
Yeah, I
works.
think.
Six
Do I
mana?
need more than
How you gonna
that?
tell me how my deck works?
Ah. I know.
I
Okay,
remember
I'll
just
get
last week, would you believe it, chat? I was playing at the shop and I was just minding my business, and one of my opponents was playing a werewolf deck. I had to correct him on incorrectly sleeving his deck because I was playing, a lot of sorceries and instants, and they were like flipping it back, flipping it forward. And then I just had a turn where I just said, draw, go. And so they were like nighttime, but they were feeling good about it. And they were like, oh, I'll swing at you. And I was like, now think about it. I have the mana to destroy your board. And they're like, do it anyway. I was like, bored. They're like, oh, and they're like whimpering like a dog. And then somebody corrected me on a werewolf. And I had to go look them in the eye, deep in their eye. And I said,
Do you know who you're talking to?
I said, did you challenge me on a werewolf? And would you believe they actually were wrong? And
I
at
would
that
believe
same
that.
table, my other opponent challenged me about a
Oh, that's a
werewolf and
good one to
said,
get.
what? And I said,
So it goes
did
in
you
your
challenge
hand.
me at a werewolf?
Okay.
I had to straighten some people out real quick.
All right, getting the Tusker, Croson Tusker, into hand,
Yep, the forest cycler.
and you can either use its
You'll wait
cycling
until
ability
the
or
end of
play it
Ozzy's
later.
turn.
Doesn't
and
have 3 mana.
If you, well, yeah, but if
Oh,
you
it
were
does
going
have
to
3
use
mana.
it,
Does have 3
otherwise,
mana.
if you have the mana to cast it, it's ready.
You have the
Okay.
3 mana because of the creature.
You know what I'm saying?
Would you
But
like to
you don't
cut?
want to do it
Sure.
right now. You want to save that mana for other things.
Sounds good. Okay.
Unless you got like an enchantment, and you can bust a cap on somebody.
Bust the cap. All
I
right.
get 2 of them. You bust these 9s.
Don't like that death toucher.
I'm missing a finger. That's why it's 9. Chat
But are
didn't
you?
know.
No, you're not. Are you actually?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
know what I'm saying?
I had to do a double take. With that. Like, have I just never noticed this?
I do it real quick. Quick pause.
What creatures do you have over there, Dylan?
I have a 1/4, a 0/4, and a 2/1 flyer.
Ooh.
Okay, we're coming at you with a
This is rough.
2/2 and a 5/4.
Hey, there's some mint by your foot.
Now, see, you talked her into attacking.
What are you talking about? I knew exactly what was coming, but watch what happens on Dylan's turn.
You have like how much mana on your turn? A ridiculous amount of mana.
I'm going to block the
One.
5/4
No,
with
on your turn.
the crow.
No, I missed it. I'm off by
and
2
take
turns.
Your turn,
the-
ridiculous
Dylan-
amount of
Dylan
mana.
beat
The 2/2,
1, 2,
yeah.
3,
Yeah.
4, 5,
So
6,
I know
7,
my
8,
deck
9,
well.
10,
Any
He won.
3,
Nope.
4, 5, 6,
That's
7,
fine.
8, 9, 10.
Okay,
I will
Crow of
do
Dark
my
You have
Tidings
14 mana
dies,
on your
and
turn next turn.
since he died, I mill 2 cards, and that is Krovikan Sorcerer. That's disappointing.
He wanted to keep the land.
And Snow-Covered Island.
He's trying to play the lands and mill his creatures.
I'm passing.
Okay.
All right. Everybody grab them ankles. It's in the position.
Well, believe it or not, actually, the Krovikan Sorcerer is the one that probably would have been nicer to have.
Isn't that
Untap,
weird?
upkeep,
Little
draw.
John went double platinum with 3 words.
I'm gonna
What?
play a Snow-Covered Island.
Yeah.
I'm going to mill 2
And okay.
cards.
I know.
It's an Impulse and a Felwar Stone.
Sweet, sweet. We're not dead.
That's the look of shame. Go ahead and take it out.
3,
Swing at somebody.
4, 5, 6, 7,
We're not dead.
3,
We are
4,
dead.
5, 6,
No, we're not.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Is You Already Dead a Pauper legal card?
What?
Is the card You Already,
Already
Dead?
dead.
think so.
I think so.
Are you gonna put it in your deck, Jeffro?
Yeah, I might have to. Isn't it black or is it?
It's
I,
black.
I'll put it in my rats. I'll put an offer you can't refuse if that's Pauper legal in here.
Oh, my rat rogue died so long ago, and then I forgot about it.
Your Nazumi.
Yeah,
Bring it back.
I could, but that's not worth it.
Okay. I mean, I got a few cards in my hand.
I know.
You have no idea. You're
Like,
feeding.
I could choose to do this.
Dylan's feeding off that graveyard. So when that commander goes sideways, you're gonna understand.
No, I understand. I already lost that last week.
It's gonna be painful.
But not right now. Right now, it's okay. Right now, he's going to draw 2 cards, or we're going to have to sack a creature. That's doable.
Well, I don't know if you're keeping him in check, but I can't keep him in check. He's a loose cannon out here. I think if I had creatures and I could attack, I'd feel better. At least I was swinging.
Sure. With your 14 mana next turn?
Yeah, what am I gonna do with it?
I don't know, but you're going to play this and probably draw a couple cards.
No,
overall.
it's gonna get destroyed, and the cards that I'm gonna draw ain't gonna do nothing for 3 turns.
Okay.
I'm 2 turns behind.
So we're going to do this. We are going to
Tap that.
tap Araumi. We are going to exile cards equal to the number of opponents you have from your graveyard.
How many people on the internet want to be his opponent? Raise your hand.
3. And then we are going to make Teardrop Kami have flashback. Or Encore, sorry. We are going to tap 1 and Encore him. So there's 3 copies of Teardrop Kami, which is a 1/1 that says sacrifice Teardrop Kami, tap or untap target creature. I am going to sacrifice one of them and untap Araumi of the Dead Tide.
Yep.
And then, sure. And then I'm going to exile another 3 to give Vengeful Dead Encore, sorry. And I'm going to tap 4
How much money you
to
got left now?
encore that. So I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana potentially
Okay.
still available.
That's the coolest copy token I got.
Interesting. So I'm just gonna do these because they're gonna be gone at the end of the turn anyways.
Yep, and it's easier to track.
And then I'm going to sacrifice another Teardrop Kami.
signed it.
Araumi was tapped to do that. To untap
Who signed it?
Araumi again,
Yep.
exiling another 3,
I'll take
and
those.
then tapping
Oh, dang. Okay.
3,
I like that, Jeffro. Do it again.
4 to encore Fleshbag Marauder.
We all
Yep.
sack something.
Sack 3.
So,
3.
yes,
Oh,
when
3
Flashbag
creatures. That's a
Marauder
real
enters the
number that I
battlefield,
thought I heard
each
last
player
time.
sacrifices a creature. There are 3 of them.
Yep.
So, everybody sacrifices 3.
Sure, it's 3 creatures. I will ring the barrel go up one more.
No, sir, I don't like it. I'm going to use the Langmore Scout and pass that ability.
Okay. I'm going to sacrifice these 3 Fleshbag Marauders. Vengeful Dead says whenever another zombie is put into a graveyard from play, each opponent loses 1 life.
So there's 3 life each?
So, yep. Each of you loses 3 life. And then, I guess if I did this better, I probably would have only sacrificed 2 Fleshbag Marauders and 1 of the Teardrop Commies. This is tapped. But I didn't do that. So now we move to combat, and 1 of the Vengeful Deads are swinging at each of you guys, because they have to. And then the last Teardrop Kami will go at Lara, just because you have...
The best life?
Yeah.
Well, Alpha's jealous of
So
him
how much
having more life.
damage are we taking?
So that's 3 coming at Jeffro and
1,
Ozzy, and
2,
4 total
3.
coming at Lara.
Okay.
Then, so that resolves, and then at the end of turn, these guys all get sacrificed as well. So everybody loses another.
Because they're zombies? Did you say other or any?
Oh, actually, I miss. So Vengeful Dead or another zombie is put in the graveyard. Each opponent loses 1 life. So, but there were 3 of them before.
So we lose 6
you
more
guys
life.
would have each
Lose
lost
6 more life.
6 more.
Yeah.
To
Lose 6 more
start.
life. Got it. So lose an additional 6. Got it?
Yeah. And then these all get sacrificed at the same time, which means that they all see each other,
Jeffro, your expression.
which is
right now.
another
9?
9.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I think they would sack 1 at a time. They're sacking at the end of turn. They're sacking at the same phase, but 1 would sack, and the other one would not see the other one. So I think it would be maxed, 2 instead of 3.
So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. It'd be 6. So you get 3 life more. So instead of 9, you lose 6.
Yeah, because we're sacking them at the end of turn, but I don't believe a spell is making them go at the end of turn, or all at the graveyard at the same time. So each of them have their own trigger.
Oh, that's true.
It's
They
an
each have the-
ability, though. It's the Encore ability.
Yeah, each of them have their own encore ability, right?
Araumi is currently tapped.
Yes,
All right, so
that's true.
So either we lose 6 instead of 9 is what Jeffro was thinking.
Sure.
All right, game 3
Do
back.
that.
So Leon, why would the
1, 2,
fleshbag
3.
still be on the battlefield?
Yeah, I'm not exact. I didn't look at when these things were sent, but I believe that everything happened in the correct order.
All right,
Jeffro would be dead either way, though,
Jeffro's
right?
dead.
Because it was another.
Jeffro is dead. All right. Anything else? That was the end turn, so it's my turn?
Yep, that's the end of my turn.
What's left in your graveyard creature-wise?
Mine?
Yeah.
A Scare Tiller and a Mole Drifter.
How many cards are in your hand?
I almost made it.
In my hand?
Yeah.
1.
All right. Why don't you discard a card? Everyone discard a card.
Ulamog's
the
Pressure
finger.
to the graveyard.
That's worse.
Mirror.
But that's okay. That's what it goes.
That's why the sorcerer to discard a card would have been.
That's why I was thinking your
Nice.
discard is feeding Dylan. You were
Oh, well.
distracted
However,
by
it's
pettiness.
the first time I've gotten to use this Teardrop Kami to untap Araumi and just make a lot of stuff happen.
So I can't hurt you, really, is what the deal is. So do this. Might as well do this and play it because I can. Yay, look, I can play it. And then I can equip it. And I can be done. It's very sad.
I'll grab another land really quick. Okay. What are we gonna do about this?
Oh, I think you should kill him.
Yeah, the
We'll
only way
try.
you can do it is by punching.
I'm now going to cheat and look at my
Guess
top
who
card of my deck.
knows to block now when he's got the creatures to block?
Can you kill his commander? That would be actually important.
Yes.
That would do. That would help.
I tried.
We'd
See.
still lose, but at least that would slow him down.
Unfortunately, I don't think I can.
Oh man, Ozzy.
And did you cycle that guy at the end of your turn?
I did, yeah.
So you
At-
got
at
a
the
land
end of your
and you
turn.
drew a card.
I mean, I swore. I was like, that is so hardcore.
Yes, I did.
So you got a
get to
land and you drew a
encore
card.
Yeah.
You get to encore that and it attacks right away. That is
Didn't get
power
something
pauper.
That's what I drew it, and I was just
Yeah.
like,
Get rid of that.
Because you got 2
because I
cards.
wanted to
so you
sit out
card
there
and
and
draw.
Oh, I got
wait.
2?
And
Well, no,
Yeah,
card
probably
and then card
turn
and
down.
draw.
No, it's better the
Yeah, I got
graveyard.
my card on my draw,
it's
but-
And you
better
got
than
the card
the
for the
graveyard.
other one.
From
gonna
the from
yeah,
this,
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was
was
Death
so
Toucher to
scared.
venture into the dungeon, and I was gonna be like, oh no.
I'm gonna hard cast. 1, 2, 3.
But low-key, it was more fun, I think, to encore 3 things.
Yeah, I think it was. I wanted to see you encore something, but I was still going to check your chin. If that would have been locked, I would have been laughing at you. I was like, no.
Yeah, no, I could not let that happen.
I'm sitting there like, I've got no counterspell.
I mean, I'll try. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you, Dylan.
5-4. What could happen?
Did you just cast that other foil creature?
I did. Record
What does it say
Travelers.
when it enters?
Oh, I get a 1/1 green white citizen token.
Mm-hmm.
But
I know this citizen.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
I'll block with,
Jeffrey.
with the
That's cute.
iceberg crab.
all right. Iceberg crab is
There's
finally dead.
blockers being reduced from the player that's killing you, Oz.
Oh no, I know we're dead.
Okay, now you can admit it. Okay, just
anything
making
else?
sure you understood.
Pass.
At your end step, I'm going to tap and mill a card to add 1 colorless mana. It's a snow-covered swamp. Then
You know-
we're gonna untap,
I think it was
upkeep,
like
draw for
in
turn.
Armageddon, Steve Buscemi's character was like, it's really
Gee, you
awful
put in 2
We're
umlauts?
gonna attack.
knowing we're gonna die.
Around me, we're
Yet
gonna
no one listens.
exile 2 swamps
You
to
told us,
make
Jeffro.
2
Yeah, but I
Ulamog's
saw we were gonna
Crushers.
die on turn 3.
Yeah.
And I will tap my
By-
mana to
by
do that
Dylan or
also.
what?
1, 2, 3,
Well, he
4,
attacked me. He was
5,
off
6, 7,
by the moves that he was
8.
going to need to take him out. I was already behind, so you were the only one they had to rely on.
And then
Then
I
you
will
swung
move
at
to
him.
combat, and you guys each have an 8/8 with Annihilator 2 coming at you, which means whenever this creature attacks, defending player sacrifices 2 permanents.
2 lands. 2 lands. Actually, a land and a scope. So
Yeah.
scope is doing me nothing.
He served me well.
Yep, that little citizen. It's
Anything
always
else?
the first one to die. You know what I'm saying?
So that's the Annihilator 2, then you get an 8/8 coming
I
at
know.
you.
Just okay. So then I will block with the plotter to not die.
Okay.
Does it have death touch?
And I will block with
I mean, it's a big common, but it's not indestructible.
shoot.
It's just so
It'll-
big.
it'll
it
die anyway.
is kind of indestructible.
I will block with the. How big is it?
8/8.
Yeah. Of
Put it in the command zone.
Of course.
Mhm. It's huge.
With a Raggish Reveler, and then I will return it to my hand.
Yep, that makes
Okay.
sense.
Oh wow, that's really great. You could use the mana from the Zertod Druid,
Oh, that's true. I will do that. And then everybody take one.
Take 1.
but not you.
Yeah.
You done?
Worked out really well, huh?
Yeah.
Better than when
Alright.
I was doing it.
Oh, look at this. A card I can cast that will almost kill me. I should do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
if you
Go
can
it on
throw
your
a pie
own
in your
turn.
face, do it.
I will cast Night Whisper. I will lose 2 life and draw 2 cards.
Get it! Oh yeah. Reveal it to the chat. Don't look, don't look. What is this? I'm scared to look. Aww.
So let's see here. I will play this Rag Dealer, which allows me to remove 3 target cards from a single graveyard every turn.
When does it do it?
It's got tapped to do it, so it can't happen.
You just made yourself target number 1.
And then I will exploit it and kill it. And when I exploit it, each opponent exiles a card from their hand.
Oh, let's see if it was good. If you got a juicy creature,
This is exiling.
Yes.
Dispel.
Okay.
that was
my
so
forest.
lackluster. Why couldn't it be a juicy creature?
And I'll pass.
All right.
Can you fix the green screen?
I got a ring unattached, an unattached ring.
Too bad nobody else could pick it up. Yeah, I'm gonna try to trade.
You can hit him.
2. I can. Oh, let me do. Yeah. Let me do
I'll
that
get my
first.
phone tonight. Mine currently is the.
How big is your
old
guy?
one, So,
1/1.
1/1.
1.
Thursday.
Let's swing with everything.
Nice.
5, 4, 1, 1, and a 2, 2.
Who you swinging at?
Dylan.
Wow, you're trying to win.
Yeah.
Or you
imagine
could
that.
go for second and punch.
No, it wasn't win.
It's a guaranteed second. That's one thing
That's
for sure.
true.
He has to
No,
block.
we can all
I'll
in.
block the 5/4.
Makes sense.
Okay.
So I take
3.
also
currently.
before
Oh.
combat damage, I'm going to tap and mill.
Isn't that summoning set?
Fellow.
Yeah.
No, this has been out here for like
Okay.
4 turns
mill
now.
one card. What is it?
Priest of the Haunted Edge.
It's a creature.
Okay.
So this dies.
I saw
Oh,
this
wait,
deck
damage
come
isn't
out.
done. Is he taking 3 or is he taking more?
You got any growth? There's giant growth in there.
No.
I got the red
That's
giant
it.
growth in there.
No, just 3. So he can't
We got
do-
blood rush in there.
And then what do you want to cast?
All right. Anything else?
No,
Do-
that's
do
it
you-
for my combat.
Oh no! But anything else for your turn?
Oh, for my end step, yeah.
Yeah, or your second
Because
main
you
phase.
can. Is that the creature that
Or
goes
my
on a
second,
land?
yeah. Sorry?
Is that the creature that can go on a land?
Yes.
Oh, it probably is better to cast because it gives more creatures, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
think
gives
so.
me something that I could sack.
Yeah.
Gives you another
And that token
another
again.
token.
Yeah. I
Thank
got you.
All right.
Super black man.
And then you're done after that.
I'm done, yeah.
All right.
All right.
What does that priest do?
I can tap and sacrifice it, and target creature gets -X/-X until the end of turn, where X is the number of snowlands I control, which
Excellent.
is currently
Whatever.
6.
Don't care. That sounds great.
All right. Draw.
I almost had monarch. I almost had initiative too.
Um,
Can you imagine in the Pauper game we'd had initiative and monarch rolling around?
I have it in here.
It would have taken 3 turns if I did it for them to be on the same person, I think. But it's a hot potato.
I'm gonna tap Araumi.
Yep.
I'm gonna exile,
Those
2.
cards. Yep.
and I'm going to cast
Encore.
or Encore. Yep. Mole Drifter.
I like jelly on mine.
Sure. Draw 4.
So I'm going to draw 4.
We butter our toast from the bottom.
And you cast it for 5, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I will move to combat.
Sure.
And I've got a 2/2 flyer going at each one of you.
Is that what you want to do? Just making sure?
Yep.
Okay. She'll be alive.
Yep. They have to attack
The
each
encore.
person.
Oh, got
yeah.
it.
Encore is
Okay.
contracted
Oh, you
to each
can't. You
opponent.
can't split them up. Got it.
Yeah. Then in my post-combat main phase, I'll play a snow-covered swamp,
Is that so? Oh, you don't have it? No thing.
and then tap 2 for a Merfolk Looter,
Sure.
and
there a
then
reason
at
you're
the
not-
end,
Never mind.
Those all die.
these die. Yep. And I will mark you down as dead, and I will pass the turn.
Bye.
You dad.
Dad.
What can I
Yeah.
top deck, Jeffro, that will save
Lots.
There's 2 cards
Is
that
that- is
sweep
that-
the board,
is-
and then there's one that you can take control over their creatures. And if you get their commander and sweep your graveyard, you would actually end them in this turn.
me? So hypothetically, if I get a card that destroys target artifact or enchantment,
Their artifacts are not
Mere
really.
Signet.
Oh.
That's
They're not-
all.
You
That's
need-
the only.
You need stuff that says destroy creatures, fight creatures, deal damage to creatures, or take control of
I
your
haven't
creatures.
drawn anything like that, Jeffro.
Yeah. Well, you haven't drawn deep.
Jeffro.
You know what I'm saying? But you can definitely deal them 1 or attack them. And that Merfolk
Okay.
Looter is most likely a chump blocker.
All right.
And since you were smart enough to cast that Nuka Penna creature, you can actually attack with even the citizen.
You ship with everything. How much damage is that on board?
Okay.
I'm just thinking. 1, 2. Don't need to attack
The
this.
Zertra is good to
1,
block and deal
2.
damage.
Okay.
How big is this?
5/3.
So 5, 6, 7, 8. He's gonna take 8 if you attack. Minimally 8 if you attack.
You have no way of popping that Merfolk Looter? I have so much damage to that deck. I do have growth too. Oh my
So-
gosh.
I'm
you
not
got-
drawing good, Jeffro. I'm not
Oh,
drawing.
you need to shuffle and draw better. Your luck needs to change.
I'll try drawing better next
Right,
We
so-
have
time.
to
I
play
swear.
test your luck.
So how much you want to attack with?
How many blockers do I need to leave behind? 1.
You need to
This is
leave
Zertra.
behind.
Okay. Let's go.
Because they're going to encore just 1 for you. And you got to get as much damage in there.
That
And
makes
if you
sense.
live, you can pull it off.
Okay.
Because the Encore is going to
Well,
bring back one
I
dude.
think she should hold back at this creature as
token?
well, just in case.
Well, because look, the commander's not going to swing. The
just in
commander,
case. No, we had 3, just in case.
Okay.
Hold back an extra creature, just in case.
I think we're going to be missing out on 1 shy damage.
We'll
and
see.
Dylan's
If
gonna
he's
live
down
at
at 1, Oz's will be on you.
It's on me.
It's awful when I know this threat assessment ahead of time.
No, because otherwise, it depends if she has creatures. Depends if you have creatures to replace the creatures you're going to put on the board.
Mm-hmm.
If you do, then you can attack with that one. But if you don't, then you don't.
You have
is
any
what I
creatures
see.
in hand?
So
I-
what?
I do.
Well,
Yeah,
then you can
should
attack.
Okay.
Then you can attack.
You did attack.
But if
Have
she
the
didn't,
token.
So what is coming at me right now?
those
a
4
1/1,
creatures.
a 5/3, a 2/2, and a 5/4.
Hey, put this on the token.
I will
Yeah.
declare the
It's a
Merfolk
1/1.
Looter as a
It doesn't have
blocker
power
for the commander.
Okay.
So you'll take the other.
So that's 2,
You'll take
5,
the other
6,
8.
7, 8.
Correct.
Yeah.
They're looking at their hand.
Right. So you're at
You
5.
never like it when a blue player looks at their hand before something. It's not good. If they
Maybe
set
he's
their hand
bluffing.
down,
Maybe he's
no, they're doing what they're supposed to do when they're doing that. It's not good for you. You need
Okay.
them to set their hand down like it's lands, and they're just like, if they do this and they go, all right, so you're taking for how much? And they look at the board and they don't look at their hand, they say, sure. If they don't look at their hand, that's a good sign. But when they go, how much is that? And you did what? And what's your name
Then they're
again?
doing-
And you live on what side of town? You're about to die. That's a good sign that they about to do something to you.
Damn,
now,
Jeff Road.
a
You got
red
this
player
down
does
to-
this. A red player goes, oh wait, hold on, how big is that? That's what they do.
So is that is that all you're doing for attacks?
Are you?
I don't like the
Are you
tone
pumping,
of your voice.
His question is:
though.
are you pumping your creatures, or is that the damage?
Oh, I see.
Is that the damage? Is that your final damage?
You can
it.
pass the priority, and then if
Pass the
they
priority.
start
Pass
destroying
priority to you.
creatures, whatever.
Okay. I'm going to do this.
I knew I should have destroyed that thing.
You need to destroy the commander and all their creatures.
Oh, just kidding. I read this wrong.
a
That's
sorcery?
unfortunate.
So you're not doing anything. This is going to be kind of okay if they do nothing, but it means that their untap is terrible because they can get exhausted and run out.
Yeah, that's.
You take 8. Okay, your main phase
okay.
again.
Okay. All right.
And this guy dies. If I lose to this.
This is going to be really good. You'll be the first person to lose to a basic creature on stream.
I'm gonna tap this dude and you lose
Take
one.
another point damage. My thought is, if you have another mana, save that mana.
This is good to block and
so you
then
can block
tap
and
into
tap.
Oh.
So tap that
Oh.
one instead.
Yeah.
So I could tap it without even
Yeah.
needing to use
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So tap that one.
We'll
and then,
do that.
So you're back at 5.
Sorry. For now. 6/3
Is that a creature?
vanilla. Yeah.
A vanilla 6/3.
Vanilla 6/3. Go ahead.
That's a good blocker. So you're about to get Vanilla Naiad.
Native.
Yeah.
Oh, now stare at their face. The way they look at this card, that tells you everything. Look deep into their eyes. See that? That's a good sign.
Okay.
This is when the
Jeffrey,
blue player,
you're so
when they
right.
put their
You're
head
so
down,
right,
it's
Jeffrey.
awful. It's awful. I don't even know what's in their head. I'm just telling you. When you got a black player, don't even matter. They don't even need to look at their hand because they know. They look at their life and they look at you. Mm-mm. Yep, it's not good when they look at their life.
I need to write down all these lessons from you, Jeffrey.
I was looking at what was it called? Oh man, there was this guy. He doesn't make his show much, but he makes like 1 or 2 episodes every 3 months. Oh man, was it the Mana Source? Yeah, that guy from the Mana Source. He hooked
Nice.
it up. He explained like the theory of each of the colors. Then he went into the guilds. I was wondering if he was going to do like the wedges, the 3 colors and stuff. But he was so deep into it. And at the time, I would just like be listening to it and not watching it. And then when I'd get home, I'd watch the video and it was like I was thoroughbred.
So what do you think of this Gollum deck, by the way?
I do like that it's new. It is painful, and I was not ready to die to it, and I didn't have the hand for it. I wanted to shuffle my deck, get everything ready, and look at my hand, and then look at your commander and debate on if I was gonna like mulligan or not. Now my hand said, you're gonna get there eventually. And I was like 3 turns off, that's okay. And then you brought your commander, and I was like, it's gonna come to play, but I had 1 counterspell. And I was like, sure, I drew no counterspells, I drew lands. And I was like, I kept a fistful of lands and kept drawing lands.
Yeah,
So,
I can't do anything. That's gonna be game.
okay, So you're gonna pass your
I'm gonna
turn,
pass my turn and
not use your commander.
I'm gonna get wrecked. Yeah.
So this is gonna be
that's
the
just
first
brutal.
L of the stream to this basic creature.
No, well, yeah, I guess completely.
I haven't even won with this deck, and there's a pilot over here that's just untapping right now.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
about to
taking
get in
my
there.
time.
That's amazing.
I'm making sure they're all lined up.
Very next card wins me the game. That's terrible.
All right. Just
Literally, which all.
reveal it to the chat. I want to see
Wait,
how
what's the
this
card? You
would
might as well
work.
reveal the card at this point.
We might as well reveal the card. We got it. Is that a creature?
Haunted Cloak.
And
It just says
naturalize.
get in there.
Vigilance, Trample, and Haste.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I would probably.
I'll wear it. I'll wear
Yeah,
it.
but what about the other one? Can you destroy something important? Does that say destroy artifact?
Target artifact or enchantment.
Nah, don't worry about that.
Just
But,
keep it in my
but
hand.
gives 4 life though, right?
No.
Oh, that's not the one.
If it was life, I didn't give
Oh,
yourself 4
equip.
life.
Yeah, she would have done that. As an
I'll equip it.
Hey, Leon, you better shut up, dude. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to
He
hear
was
it.
talking smack about this basic creature, and I said that basic creature
Attack
gets
is
in
everything,
there.
right?
There you
You
go.
got to get in there with everything.
To
And
be
then
fair,
before
it-
damage, use that ability.
The
Oh,
Woolly
yeah.
very specifically is not the thing that killed me. It was every other massive creature.
Dylan, take 1 damage.
Just insult injury. Now that you're at 4, how much combat damage is that if Dylan doesn't block? Plus commander?
5, 6, 7.
Tell you what,
9,
you could
10,
put your
11,
commander in
12,
front of that commander. That way you don't have to
13,
suffer the
14,
embarrassment.
15, 16, 17, 18.
Oh, that's what I'm gonna do.
19. Do you want to take 19 damage?
I'm gonna block your commander.
That
It's
way there's
trample.
no
It's got trample.
I don't care. I'm blocking it anyways.
You still take the
I-
dub. I'm gonna give you the Monarch crown. Hold on, we got it right here. Look at it. The Woolly Mammoth Champion.
Oh,
Ta-da!
I am the Burger King.
Yes, you have dominated.
Yeah, that's terrible. Because okay, so here's where I went wrong. I mean, I don't think it actually was going to matter anyways. But I had Mizium skin in hand, and I saw hexproof, and I was thinking indestructible, and so I was going to save the Merfolk Looter. And then, which meant that on my turn, I would have been able to draw and then discard what was at the top of my deck, which was Mortis Dogs, and then get that out of the graveyard. And when it died, so it would be attacking, so it'd be a 4/2, and if it died, it would the defending player would lose life equal to its power, and she would have lost anyways. Ironically, also, this is the thing that I didn't block with because it would kill her on my next combat last time as well. I kind of just want to throw this card in the garbage. but
So
We
it's,
worked hard on your deck. I saw this deck and I flashed in. This deck is amazing, and I was embarrassed that I didn't even know about it. And I was like, "You need to play that deck." We worked on it. We were like waiting to get all these cards because the proxies are more expensive than your Pauper deck. So if you like budget format, Pauper Commander is really the joint. Really,
I'm also
because you can afford
now
it.
more curious than before exactly how the death triggers stack on with.
Oh, yeah, 'cause now they have 3 more lives.
Because the game would have been
With 3
over
more
by
lives.
this
Okay,
point.
so if I'm wrong, we'll have to come back, but and I'll have to tell y'all about that. But let's see, chat. Am I wrong? Do you guys know? And if you're on YouTube, why don't you guys leave a comment in the chat room and find out? Other than that, we're gonna see you guys next week for Mythic Gaming Commander Tuesdays, and we'll have next week with more Oathbreaker, Pauper Commander, and maybe some high-powered, or we might touch CEDH. What I'm looking forward to is we're gonna have some commanders that are from the Lord of the Rings set.
oh, what is this?
I mean, this is Pauper.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. Google says yes. Anytime multiple permanents die simultaneously, they see one another.
We're not talking about them dying. We're talking about the sacrifice trigger happening one at a time.
You need to look up Encore.
Right.
That's what I did.
Okay,
But
it's the Encore ruling. Because if it's Encore and it says all 3 die at the same time and see each other die, then you'd be right. But what I'm saying is
okay,
that
my
the
phone's just
each of them have Encore, and then one dies,
It's
fun.
And
another
if
one dies.
If the sacrifice trigger goes on the stack, then it's not all at once.
Yes, then you'd be right. So, if this is on YouTube, we might have made a big error, and I'll have to take this super asterisk at the beginning of the match next
Just
week.
tape it on your forehead.
Or, yeah, I'll just tape it on like an IMB, like a pirate.
Really, it's also just on me for being overly confident that I was going to be able to take it from there anyways.
Well, I mean, I made a mistake. I thought about putting both of the auras on the same land, and I would put this into play and then use the commander on it. But I had 3 of these in my hand that was supposed to go on there, but we were so far behind, and I was looking at it, I was like, I can't catch up because you guys were going to get far ahead. Every player was hitting me saying like, everyone lose 1 life, everyone take 1 damage, everyone loses 2 life, and I was like, yeah, I kept a bad hand.
All right,
So-
well, that was great. Hopefully we'll see you again soon.
Check in next week. Bye.